Hello, my little nightmares. It is me, Queen Nightmare, and I am going to read chapter 33. Guess what day it is? It's still Thursday. And you're hearing this on Sunday. So I like to get my story straight. A lot of people are like, I want to just still do Drarry after this. Well, I have to appeal to other genres at the same time, and I'm still looking for a Blairin, or how do you ever say it? Blaze and Ron. Chapter 33. Draco's POV. Alright, so if there are any issues, you can reach Harry or me on our cell phones, I explained to my parents. They don't really do much, but you can put them in their swings. That makes Albus giggle. Draco doesn't like to smile much, but you can get him to smile sometimes. And Lily she's Lily. I smiled. Oh, and if you need help, Ted and Scorp will be happy to help. Draco, dear, it's so cute hearing you talk about your babies. My mother gave me a kiss. We know you'll raise them well. Look at Scorpius. Thanks, Mother. I kissed her cheek. We'll see you later tonight. All right, dear? Goodbye, Mom. I bid a goodbye to all 5 of my children. Jeez, I'm 5. Whew. And apparated to my job. Harry had already gone to work. He said he wouldn't be able to leave the babies. I walked into the break room and was engulfed into hugs. Dr. Malfoy Potter, I've missed you, my coworker told me. How are you, little baby? She squealed. Healthy as can be, I smiled. They're already 3 months old. That's so great. I didn't catch their names. Well, the oldest is Draco James. Our other son is Albus Severus, and our little girl is Lily Narcissa. I will still butcher that name no matter what. You have to, it's like saying, I don't know what the name is, Kerfuffle? I don't know what it was. It was, sometimes you can't say it. It's those words. Those are adorable. I'm so happy for you. You look great. How is Harry? He's Harry, I laughed. But Scorpius, I got Scorpius to play a trick on me, so I have to get him back. Well, I'm sure you'll think of something, she laughed. What was his joke? Oh, jeez. He got Scorpius to tell me he got a girl pregnant because he likes to look at my face when I talk to him about sex. I blushed and she laughed. I know why, she giggled. Well, what does Harry get nervous about? Me leaving him, I think, but I can't make that a joke because I already lost him once. I bit my lip. I'll think of something. I'll get Ted to help me. Oh, shit. Whatever you say, she rolled her eyes. Come on. I'm sure you're excited to be back at work, she said. So smiled and nodded. We went to our desk and I picked up a file. Scorpius Malfoy. Gosh damn it! I yelled. What's wrong? She asked. Scorpius is complaining of stomach pains, I groaned. Better get going, she mentioned. I walked to the little room he was in, and he was paler than anything. My mother was standing there with him. Scorp, what's going on? I asked. He was curled up in a fetal position. My stomach hurts a lot, Daddy, he groaned. You were fine when we dropped you off a half hour ago. Please don't tell me he's pregnant. Please don't tell me he fell in love with a dude, did the deed, accidentally got pregnant. I will literally lose my shit and laugh. Oh no. It's worse. It's actually really serious. That's worse than a joke. I replied, trying to pry him from the position. Did you eat anything? No, he groaned. I got him out of the position and he yelped. Just relax, Scorp. One thing he could have is kidney stones, UTI, and appendicitis. Or he just needs to eat. I mean, it's the problem with that is that you're saying you only have a pain in the stomach area. It can go many ways. Let's just say it in the nicest way possible. Oh, just relax, Scorp, I assured, and he lied down on his back, trying to hold his stomach. Now, where does it hurt? I asked, and he pointed to his side, where the kidneys are, so it could be a kidney stone. I've had 4. 1 when I was in middle school, and 3, this summer, within 2 weeks of each other. Well, it went 1, skip a day, 2, then a whole week passed, and then 3. So pretty much that's how my thing went in quarantine. I asked, and he pointed to his side, and I gently pressed down and causing him to yelp. Dad, don't do that, he yelled. Well, one thing that doctors do when they have to put pain, pressure on that area, because it could be psychological, and they talk to you while they press down sometimes, and then if you're not yelping in pain the whole time, it could be that you want attention, that it's psychological, or you're making an exaggeration of the pain. You know what I mean? Don't do that, he yelled. Scorp, I think you have appendicitis. That could be one of them. I sighed. What the hell is that? He groaned. It means your appendix is inflamed and it needs to be removed. Oh, that sounds bloody dandy, he groaned sarcastically. Are you going to do it? I can't. The surgeon needs to do that. Nope, he shook his head. I don't want to be knocked out. Literally punches him. Well, what you gonna do now? You're knocked out right now. I don't care what you want, Scorp, he said. I told him. I'll call someone to prep you for surgery. Oh, honey, they can't do it right away. It will take when he said, I'm going to call someone to prep you for surgery, you need to get the paperwork done a little bit first, and then they can prep you for surgery. Our medical thing is really messed up. So, yeah, I really like this world of doing it right away and getting it done. And he's going to be out of school for a long time, too. Hey, in quarantine, have online school, my dude. Anyways, can't you just do it with magic? Unfortunately, this is a muggle illness, and we have to remove it the muggle way, I informed, and he groaned as I sat up and kissed his head. I'll have them notify me when you're in surgery, so I can see you before, I told him, and pulled my mother out of the room. Where are the babies? I asked. They're at home with Ted and your father. I nodded. I'm sorry, Draco, she frowned. For what? You know what? The appendix is such an ass. It's like that. It's like Karen. Here's society, your body, society, and then there's this appendix of the society, and that's the frickin' Karen. You need to remove it. I'm sorry, but I mean, it works. your son, he was in my care and for no longer than half an hour. He's hurt. Literally me going to my grandma, every time I go to my grandma's, I either get bucked off a horse, kidney stones, or I'm going to the hospital. Literally what I do when I go to my grandmother's. Don't know what happens there, but hey, don't worry, Mom. Remember, I was young when I had him, so I fret over every little bump and scrape he had, but as we got older, I realized it shouldn't be an issue. He's fine, I nodded. Can you call Harry for me? Yeah. Healer Draco, your son is ready for surgery. It wouldn't be that dang fast. I'm sorry. They have to clean him. Sometimes they have to clean the whole body just to make sure that when they put disinfectant on you, that they got the disinfectant on you. That it's not easily washed off. And also, when you put hand sanitizer on your hands, you have to wait 30 seconds until it actually works. So, Also, he just assumed it's appendicitis when it could have been a kidney stone, a UTI, bladder infection. It could have been a lot of things down there, and he would have had to do a CT scan to make sure if it wasn't a kidney stone, for one. So, and if he's peeing out blood, it could be the bladder infection or the UTI, which is similar. You can have similar cases of it, but it is also cured with the same stuff. I'm sorry, I'm babbling, but I'm just pointing out it doesn't work that way. The nurse said, I like this. I like how fast they are when they're prepping for surgery. But then it could mean that they're not prepping for surgery, you know what I mean? That they're like, oh, I'm so done with prepping for surgery. Let's just send them. What? Thank you. Harry's POV. My phone started to ring, and the name flashed. Cisa. He even calls her Cisa Malfoy. I was going to call her Cisa as well. I felt the blood rush out of my face, so I quickly answered. Hello? I rushed out. Hi, Harry, she answered calmly. Draco wanted me to call you to tell that Scorpius is in the hospital. What? Why? What happened? He has something wrong with an organ, I think, she said. Draco said it was a muggle illness that gives you stomach pain on the right side. The appendicitis, I suggested. That was it, which also could be the right kidney. Actually, it depends on what area of the back you're talking. I took too many. I'm taking too many. I'm in human anatomy and physiology right now. So, if we talk about any more medical stuff, oh my word, I'm going to school people on here. That was it, she answered. He's in surgery. All right. I was a little calmer now. Where's Ted? He's with the triplets and Lucius, she disclosed to me, and I had to calm myself down. Again, at that comment. Do you want me to come there? I asked. No, everything's good. Draco just wanted me to let you know. All right, I'll pick up the kids at 5. I figure you'll stay there. Just let Lucius know, yeah? You got it. Ted and I brought the babies to the hospital to visit their brother and Papa. Lily and Draco were in baby carriers as I held Albus. When we walked in, Draco jumped up. Hey, babe, he kissed me and took Severus from me. Ouch. Yes, I have Gardettos on my bed. Want to know how big of a fat ass I am? I have Gardettos on my bed. Family size. Scorpius was sleeping in the bed. How is he doing? I asked. He's worn out and tired, he replied. How did this happen? He didn't have the symptoms, I pointed out. He could have, but we didn't catch them. He's doing all right, though. Anyways, the appendix is just like if it gets irritated, it becomes a Karen, but if it's not, it's just useless. It doesn't do anything. It's literally nothing. That's why they say that you're the appendix of society. You're not wanted. That's pretty much you're useless. That's pretty much where it comes from. That's good. Can I talk to you for a second? I asked. Yeah, he nodded. He gave Sev to Ted. We walked outside and he grabbed my hand and gently stroked it. I've been thinking. Hey, sweetheart, relax, he soothed. What were you thinking about? I want to quit my job, I told him. His face dropped a little and slightly changed into a sneer. What? He asked loudly. I'm just so stressed I can't concentrate. Harry, my son is in the fucking hospital. Do you think I'm not stressed? I know you are too, I replied. Harry, we can't just live on my income, he yelled. I mean, maybe we can, but we have 5 mouths to feed. Plus, we have to put our children through school, he yelled. My eyes welled up in tears. To his when did it change? Yeah, it didn't change. Oh wait, maybe it did before. Okay, let's go. Plus, we have to put our children through school, he yelled. My eyes welled up in tears as his expression softened immediately and he wrapped me in a hug. Hey, don't cry, he soothed. Raven, what's really going on? Everything is happening so fast, I cried, so he rubbed his circles on my back. What do you mean? He asked. Oh, I worry about our babies, I told him. And Ted and Scorpion and you, I cried and buried my face deeper into his chest. He rubbed circles on my back. Harry, please stop crying, because if you don't, I'm gonna break it too. His voice cracked and I picked my head up from his chest and he cupped my face. We'll get through this, okay? You can quit if this really upsets you. I know you're stressed, babe. But hey, our 1 year's coming up next month, and we can spend the day together. We'll make it work. Sweetheart. He spoke soothingly. I love you, Harry. So we can make this work. Okay? We're in this together, he said and kissed me. I love you, Dragon, I sniffled. I love you more, Harry. He hugged me once more. Now just relax, okay? I don't want you stressing out on me anymore, okay? It's not worth to drive yourself to tears. I'll take care of you, he whispered in my ear. Thank you. Scorpius dismissed Draco because he liked the attention. Scorpius dismissed Draco because he liked the attention. Ooh, some shade he was getting from the nurses that were attending to him. So we were cuddled up in our bed. Harry, are you all right? He asked, stroking my hair. You're being awfully quiet. I don't know, Dragon. Well, what's on your mind? He whispered. I'm just stressed. How could I help? Please don't leave me. Harry James Malfoy Potter, when we got married, I agreed to be with you forever. I waited too long for you to come my way. We have 3 beautiful children because of it. I am never going to leave you. Not now, not ever, he said. Where is this coming from? It's from the stress. I don't want to push you away, but because I'm not strong enough to take on all of this, I said. Harry, you are the strongest man I know, he whispered. Just because you're stressed doesn't mean you're weak. I'll leave. What? I'll leave. Don't you worry about that. What? We're in this together. Oh, leave him be. Okay. I was like, I'll leave. And I'm like, what, bitch? You just said, wait a minute. All that paragraph was for fucking nothing? We're in this together, I repeated. Author's note. I was watching Order of the Phoenix while writing this, and I realized I wouldn't survive in Hogwarts because I don't like skirts. LOL. Not all girls wore skirts, did they? Did they? I don't remember all girls wearing skirts. But anyways, I mean, I wouldn't mind a skirt. But if it's longer, yes, I would wear it. But anyway, thank you so much for all the reads, comments, and votes. There will be 2 more chapters and then the epilogue. So be prepared for the ending. I love you all. XOX. Thank you for reading. Okay, so we got this, boys. Chapter 34. Author's note. I apologize for all the time skips in the chapter, but it might be worth it. Okay. Harry's POV. That is why I have decided to resign, I said. I held a meeting with all my fellow Auras. They all gave me blank stares until someone, a part of them clapped, and some of them remained emotionless. So you've decided to leave because you think it's a good idea to become a full-time dad? Someone spoke up. Yes, I'm technically a first-time father. I've already taken too much time off, and I think it's best I am there for my children, I answered. Well, I think it's great you made that decision, Harry, because I wish I could be there every moment with Rose, but I can't. It must be harder since you have a teen and 3 babies to watch over, Ron stated. Thank you, Ron. Which brings me to my next decision. Ron, I would like to appoint you as head Aura. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That's like most of my name. It just means A at the name. A at the end. So, hey. I told him, and he looked at me with wide eyes. Really, mate? Yes, sir. You have been by my side on every mission, and even covered for me when I needed to leave. You're the best man for the job. Thanks. I accept. Ron smiled, so I opened my arms for him to hug me, and he did. I patted his back. All right. I think we should have a party. Yeah. A going away party? Someone shouted. Bring out the fire whiskey. Fireball. Dun, na, 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 na. I literally will be kicked out. Draco's POV. I got home and the house was a mess. Things were all over the floor and it smelled like something was burning. Harry! I called. I hadn't picked the kids up yet. I knew Harry didn't either. I walked into the kitchen and Harry was making some pancakes. Harry, what are you doing? Oh, Drake! I didn't even hear you. Come in, he slurred, causing my eyes to widen. Harry? Are you drunk? I asked. Oh, don't be silly. He stepped closer to me and I stepped around him, then turned off the stove and threw whatever was in the pan in the sink. Hey, babe, where did you get the alcohol? They threw a party for me at work for me leaving, he slurred. Let me redo that. They threw a party at work for me leaving. This is so cringe, but so me at the same time. But actually, if you drink alcohol, it actually speeds up your metabolism a little bit. For me, that does. I know. I don't condone underage drinking, but I ain't gonna say I'm a saint. It's happened before. I'm sorry, but when I drank once, I'm like, I'm so hot. Takes everything off. Lays on the kitchen floor of my ex's mother's house. Yeah, everyone saw me naked. That's why I should never drink. He slurred before he fell into me and giggled. He started to kiss my neck. You, no dragon, we're alone. He told me. He was moving his hands to undress me. Harry, we cannot do this now, I said. I gripped his hands and he held me. But Draco, I wanna make you feel special, he pleaded. I had honestly never seen him drunk, only tipsy. Hey, babe, I do feel special, I said. I love you. I love you too. He got out of my grip and pulled me into a kiss. I kissed him back only for him to stick his tongue in my mouth. He tasted so much like fire whiskey. I pulled away and picked him up over my shoulder. Woo, I'm flying, he giggled. I just rolled my eyes and walked him upstairs. I tossed him on our bed. I crawled on top of him and he wrapped his arms around me. He started peppering me in kisses. I took away his hands that were around me. Go to sleep, my love. I kissed his forehead. His eyes started drooping, and I rolled off of him. Soon enough, his breathing evened, and he was asleep. I retrieved some hangover potion from the bathroom, and left it next to our bed. I decided to clean up the house, so with a flick of my wand, everything was picked up. I left the house and decided to get the kids. I went to my parents' house, and Ted opened the door. Oh, hi, Papa, he giggled. He had made himself look like a duck. He morphed back into his regular face. Where's Dad? Harry got drunk at work, so he's sleeping it off at home. Where are the triplets and Scorpius? They're in here. Ted opened the door more, and my dad was playing with Lily. He was bouncing her on his knee and cooing at her. Scorpius was playing with the baby D, as my mother was playing. Mother and Ted had Elvis. Sissy. Papa. Wait, what? Papa. There's Papa, she cooed. Oh, wait. Sissy, Papa's here. Sorry. Ted said to Mother. So she looked up and smiled. Look, Al, there's Papa, she cooed. His eyes widened when he saw me and stuck out his arms for me to pick him up. I smiled and walked over to him, gently lifted him. How was work today? It was quiet, surprisingly. It seemed like Harry had a better time than me, I chuckled. Now was today the day he was resigned? Yep. I think that it's best he has a little time off. I think it's best he had a little time off. He's done a lot and he needs a rest. Needs to rest. I think that's the best, she said. We'll still use you as babysitters. I'm pretty sure he'll come here too. I think someone's should at least watch him. He doesn't do well under stress. Oh, we'll be happy to spend time with our favorite son-in-law. Won't we, Lucius? She asked my dad, so he looked up from Lily and smiled. Yes, anything that makes you happy, he nodded. I was about to say something until I realized he promised Harry to do whatever makes me happy. Wasn't he supposed to pick up the kids? Yes, but my husband was drinking at work because they threw him a party, so he is at home sleeping it off. Does he normally drink? My mother asked. Mainly socially, but I can assure you I have never seen him drunk, I told her, and before she can say anything, and keep in mind, I have known him since I was 11. She just smiled and Albus started getting fussy, so I sighed. I should get them home. Okay, same time tomorrow, yeah? Mother asked. Of course, I smiled. We each had a baby, so we took them to the car and drove home. All right, so I need your help with something, I told them. All right, what is it? Ted asked. I need to get Harry back for the prank. Ooh, yes, Ted agreed. What did you have in mind? Well, what makes him most nervous? Scorpius said, sex, Scorpius stated. I snorted. No, that's me, I laughed. What else? When his loved ones are hurt, Ted mentioned. Yeah, I know that, but I can't do that. Okay. Well, he was really nervous about the babies coming, so you can pretend you took a potion before sexy time and tell him you're pregnant. Scorpius suggested. Sexy time? I repeated. Scorp, that's not a bad idea. Thanks, he smirked. Now, you'll have to help me make it believable, so I will give you each 60 galleons, if you help. Perfect! Now, not a word to Harry. We can start tonight. Oh, jeez. All right, they replied. We pulled up to the house, and we each grabbed a baby. I walked into the house, and Harry lying on the couch. Look, town drunk is awake, I chuckled. He tilted his head back and smiled. Hello, guys, he smiled before standing up and took Lily from my arms. I must have fallen asleep when I got home. Sorry I didn't pick them up. How are you feeling? Better. Thank you for the potion. Anytime, I kissed his lips. Now, are you hungry? Because I know I am. Yes, what do you want me to make? He asked. Nothing. I was going to make you chicken and potatoes. I kissed his cheek. I'm taking care of you, remember? But shush. Shut up. Just that one party person that like goes up to you and touches your lips, and you're just like, what the fuck, dude, stop. And you're like, shh. He smiled. You can come keep me company if you want. I'm sure the boys would love to watch all the babies. Okay, he nodded. Ted and Scorpius had put the babies in their swings, so he just handed Lily off to Ted. We walked in the kitchen and he pulled out the potatoes and chicken. Do you remember what we did before? We did stuff? He asked. Well, you tried doing things, but I'm not the one to take advantage of my drunk husband, I smirked, and he laughed. But I want to make it up to you because I love you so much. Oh, do you? He teased, wiggling his eyebrows. Yes, and you know what? What? You can top tonight. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I really need to not watch Has Been Hotel. He's like, I loved angel dust. Angel dust is like my spirit animal. Goes up to like this dude. He says, "So why does your top hat have an eye and still moves around?" Or something like that. And the guy's like, "It's a fashion choice, blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't understand." He goes, "So your top hat is the top and you's the bottom." I went, "Oh my jeez, who even thinks of that?" But okay. I winked and he blushed. "I like that idea," he nodded. You can take very good care you can take very good care of me, dragon. Only because you're my one and only baby raven," he blushed, and I continue making the food. No. No, I feel so bad. Harry's POV. Draco promised me that I could top. So, as we were getting into bed, he took a sip of something next to the bed. "What is that, baby?" I asked. "Oh, it's a potion for something," he said. I raised an eyebrow. But he ignored it. "Ready?" No, is it actually going to tell you? Oh, okay, it doesn't. Okay. I didn't want to be demonetized. We don't need that right now. Okay. Oh, yeah. When we were finished, I curled up to his side. "I should let you top more," he told me, causing me to laugh, and snuggled up to him more. "I love you, dragon. I love you too, Raven." I fell into a dreamless sleep. When I woke up, Draco wasn't in bed, and I yawned and got out of bed. I walked down the stairs, and Draco was laughing with the boys. "What's so funny?" I asked, and they all silenced. "Nothing," Ted answered. I looked at them confused, and Draco walked over to me. "Morning, Raven. How did you sleep?" "All right. How about you?" "Great, since it was next to you." I blushed, and he laughed before he kissed me once more. "I already fed the babies, so all you need to do is take them. I'll apparate to work so you can have the car." "All right. Have a good day at work." I kissed him once more, and he left. I walked into the kitchen and got myself some coffee. The boys were giggling. "What's so funny?" "Nothing," they said in unison, and I rolled my eyes. "Whatever. Just go get ready." A few days passed, and Draco didn't seem himself. How far are you going to go? Wait, what if he's actually pregnant, though? Bro! What if he actually took the potion, but he didn't know it? Like, he was gonna be like, joke's on you, but he accidentally took the actual potion. Guys, this isn't good. Draco didn't seem himself. He seemed overly emotional. He would get sick often. Oh, jeez. Those should be the signs of, nope. "Draco, dear, are you all right?" I asked, and we were all in the kitchen. Draco went to say something, but ran out of the room, cupping his hand over his mouth. I groaned and looked at the boys. "Do you know what's going wrong with him?" I asked sadly. Maybe he's pregnant?" Draco suggested. "That's impossible. He did not take anything that..." My eyes widened in realization. "Oh my gosh, he took something before we had sex last week." "Ew," they grimaced. So Draco came back in, and he was frowning. "Draco!" I shouted, causing him to jump. "Are you pregnant?" I asked. He started, "Are you?" Well, I wanted to see if the fertility potion really worked on guys, and it does. His cheeky smile was the last thing I saw before I passed out. This is me. This is me if, like, girls could get pregnant and I was dating a girl. Or, like, I found out that my man could get pregnant and he got pregnant on accident. I don't know how that could happen, but roll with it. This would me pass out. Yeah, pass out. As I was coming to, I heard voices. Great Dad! Great Dad! Now he died. He's not dead, I heard Draco say. And for the record, I didn't think he'd faint. Me either, the voice I recognized as Ted, laughing. My eyes slowly fluttered open and Draco was standing over me as I was on the couch. Drake? I asked. Harry! He leaned down. Are you all right? I don't know, I said. Are you really pregnant? He smirked and shook his head. No, he kissed my head. I told you I'd get you back, he said, and I narrowed my eyes. I hate you. I love you too, baby raven. He chuckled and kissed me again. Author's note. One more chapter until the epilogue. My baby is coming to the end. Frowny face. But I will be starting a new story called Roommates, and it will be published most likely on Saturday. Feel free to check it out. Now, the description and cover page is up. Okay guys, I am going to stop it here because, well, duh. We don't need to make... I literally just burped. Ouch. Have you ever had those burps that literally you, like, moved your whole body? I have those burps. And, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked, comment, and subscribe. Check out my, social media. I'm barely on my phone, but if I get, like, a DM on a social media, maybe not my, Snapchat, but, you know me, I can't help it. Be happy, be healthy, and always be loving. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.